Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there.
Offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Taco Charlton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Charlie! Come on. Mike 55.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Mike 55.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 63 yards as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Devontae Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 73 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, watch the lineman. Jim. Rush in.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Charles Lady. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Check, check. Fresno.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Christian Wilkins on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
He's checking.
On second down now, it's Bell, and unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Bell, he'll get 3 up to midfield. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7. And the 50-yard line.
This is Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They come out here in the eye. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground with a tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Darnold. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Now Balaj. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Laird trying to run inside, but nothing there. On second down, Laird. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Again, it's Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Pirine. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
We got 4.
Now a carry for Pirine. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down?
Devontae Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. He goes airborne. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
57 to Mike. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Here's Gaskin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Dolphins on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They need just a yard here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down now, it's Bell. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
You got it. At the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, defense.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Wilkins. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Call it a 3-yard game, and that'll bring up fourth down. And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. One last throw down for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jets are able to strike for 6. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter, as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points. The clock is run out. Do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. blends me all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20. Two-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check me out. Check 30 seconds. Slam. Quick dance. Come. Slam. Bam. Hit it.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 40 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 4, check 4. Check. Look at me. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
They run. It's Kamara. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check 24.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. On second down, a run with Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Go, go.
Breeze now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Opposite.
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready. 5-9. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They can't hang with us. 36. Check 24. Check 24.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Breeze now to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
What we got?
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 37 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A 10th carry for Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
To throw, it's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Watch the run. They're running.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Saints on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 19-yard line. Mostert. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On play action, now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
21. Mike 54. Let's go, D. 65. Right there. 54, right there. Hey, seam 6.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready? 5-9. Check right 54. Right 54. Use the opposite. Hey, orbit. Right 54.
On first down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Right 54. Hey, tight. 11. Slam.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Right back to Coleman here on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close.